There is something people are not talking about, and that is the selection of the people he brought to his inauguration. Sir Osha John Mahama and Crawford from about this time were more of coup plotters, tyrants, people who have taken the seats of their country for so long. Someone like Paul Kagame. He has been on the throne for 24 years. What happens in Rwanda? Anybody that has been to Rwanda, I've been there once. Okay, but anybody that has been to Rwanda, say we almost 3 capital cities now. Every place you would have bush. Anybody that knows Rwanda will tell you this. And I'll tell you one secret about Paul Kagame. Whenever there is an election, he will make sure say right after election. So if you go to, I'm like Rwanda. For those who are familiar with Rwanda, if you go to Rwanda, there is this thing he does say. Once the elections is over, there is no campaign. There is no political party. There is no opposition. In Rwanda, there is no opposition. Anybody that wants to challenge, let them bring the evidence. In Rwanda, once election is done, every at the Sanka Ghana election area say Anka away John Mahama Obama Baumia Alan why no mobile standing Obi Abeko jail. You invited coup plotters as a democratic president too. You invited coup plotters, did not even think about the region they are coming from. The intelligence in the world tells us, Serban Ghana, terrorists and these people are trying to come into this country. And the borders they are using is the Burkina Faso place. Because of lack of intelligence. Because of we just want to show off. You let somebody with a cocked gun at his waist climb the presidential podium to greet you. And you're a democratic president. I have nothing against the Burkina Faso guy. But we are talking about danger and protocol. Sorry about Betina United Showbiz. I can't see them because unfortunately they have found a way to pay some idiots to sit there to bastardize a government. Today he went to Parliament. First day you are sleeping. You think it's a joke? To me President Toyada and this president slept and me a plus 1 year busy. No, you fucking went to Parliament and slept your first day on the job. It's Ghana for money. I'm serious. The people who looked at every candidate and voted for A+, all because of Sika Kakra no dear NUC, thanks to Kennedy Japan. How many times has he come to see Kennedy Japan financed him? And now you've not seen his videos. All right, Ebusia 4. Edamuni na se Emma Mwakwa Basronko edeba eye Coda Media. So program a wohwe your friend Buga midin de Felix appear. Midia Crawford Bre de Kaime Edi Hume ene Felix appear political zone. Opeso follow me a call a YouTuber Felix appear political zone. Oba TikToker Felix appear political zone. Oba Facebooker Felix appear political zone. And family a many omo ye adwuma anase ifia edeme ye adwuma ene Coda Media TV, Coda Media Radio. Yada oba ade ase se enkakra ejebu eja enya bawie. I believe say wa wo hweme ene wa later on obi hu video we no yede yadwene first ebe ye adwuma na yetie nsem America no na yetumi afemu aba di enyansa nimu so no na mwejansa me TikTok for me ba ha check akra say for some almost 2 weeks near me post to anything here, and then I decided to come on TikTok so that my people on TikTok can also see me. And say wa ba je konwa wo popcorn afabi wo drink bi afabi boso na me ne wo enin komo kakra mo am wo TikTok no ye besre mo say uhwe free Coda Media obetap on the screen no na beboa wo gift bi so a wo de be cha na wa che wonsom no ene nipa ti e besre se mo hwe ne de mo be tap eyi no so amayen na ye likes no etumi akwa achiri na se de aye ka no so eye wo de na ogidi ana se ogidi aye ka no tum so a na wabomoden aye den wabomoden de wachede a opesa ode ba no e de aba enuanom said them didn't kind of ba na enemy program no men train to try sa may no very short because ya be start adwuma na nkasa very soon. Me topic am dey ba no mo amhwe free Facebook very simple. You say the chaotic reset has begun. Na chere say saka reset ya ye nuanom omanpele fo no Kroduso ene entwomfo no ekaye no a start na mera hoba mera enhupi no very simple ene ne se eye na nka ye hunu de ebesi ena ye ntu hofo a ene beye me ya but dia AC no ye hunu ye tu hofo utie ye hunu ye etu hofo ka se sa papa ya mo pese mo side ne bayi enya ade a wo bebo bra papa bia ade aboa Ghana entin kamo betumi a menuanom kamo betumi a kamo mayeni na ho ene yesi da bi ebi adidi ebi ndidi ye na mesabansa ade bi ya me wanwa I don't think say president bi aba call say bi aba ka kire me efie bi adidi ye that everybody was rich no. There is no government that was able to provide for every household. When Rollins was there, people were complaining things was hard. But there were rich people in Ghana and their kids were enjoying life. When J. Kufuor came with all the stuff at J. Kufuor, still an uncropobi complaining, say, on mining yet their mom. Atamils by the same. John Mahama about first time the same. Ekufuor by the same. So until when are Ghanaians going to learn? Say it is not the duty of a government to provide daily bread. So if we don't do that, politicians will forever take Ghana for a joke. It is not the duty of any president to put food on your table. However, it is the duty of every government to bring an enabling environment that can allow you to eat. Enti sa wo de kose wutiri se minidi ye me nya binti ne na nunto kotoaba hoping say MPP ba ubedidi NDC ba ubedidi anya jai politics here. Don't follow politics. Don't even vote. Sure. And then Niama Kakrebia Kosu Ghana, I'm an Ebu Mabem. Boss, I want you to you have my videos, right? Don't worry. We will go through the videos. But I want Ghanaians to see the mistake they have done. There is this small boy called A+. I call him small boy because I know how he got up. Without Nanado, that guy would have been dead by now. By now, because a necra is like a crab in semno, or that's so we are petition. Or that's so we something at the same abrabo. Something his father complained about. And today, I will reveal a conversation I had with the late dad. I was like this with A+ father. Okay? And the reason why I'm in A+ Papa Beye say was because Manotrano. I spoke against him because of the anger I had towards A+. I ended up saying something unsuitable about the father. Then somebody called me and told me, say, Papa na why nesano? Or ye nipa say, or ye nipa say. So my father, my real father, called me and told me, Sekwesi, if this is what you are going to do in politics, then I will not support it. From today, don't turn on your camera. If not, go and apologize to the man. So I found the number And I apologized to Mr. Obeng. And he was so graceful and gracious to me, to the point, say, he forgave me for speaking against him, and actually told me, say, Bibi Abeka fan the banner who be I then no crack. The man actually told me, say, a free nakono, never kwame a plus no, memboni yamu kopim so besisa. His own auntie, did the voice note to me and told me, say, Adia kwame esare ye no eyom wanwan. Because so kwame esare di an Kenya kufuado anka woni wan. His own uncle in London told me, Sakwesi, Sakwa we die, boniyamu sa kopim so obesesa. The family gave him to me free. Yeah. And that is because of how ignoramus and arrogant that boy is. Very arrogant guy. Utie. Very, very arrogant guy. I'm the one that forced him to go to parliament. Oh, yes. I took 3 days to dismantle TPP. The stupid thing he claims was going to help people. I dismantled that. Because I went on their website and their mission statement and vision and everything is opposite to what he was doing. So I said, oh, sorry, you talk about ex gratia. You can't sit on social media and change ex gratia. You have to be an MP and go and make law and say, I want us to repeal ex gratia. We don't want ex gratia no more. Sorry, I bet now United Showbiz. I can't see them because unfortunately they have found a way to pay some idiots to sit there to bastardize a government. Today he went to parliament. First day you are sleeping. You think it's a joke? To me, President Toyada, and this president slept, and me a plus 1 year busy, 1 year busy, 1 year busy. No, you fucking went to parliament and slept your first day on the job. It's a Ghana for me. I'm serious. The people who looked at every candidate and voted for A plus, all because of Sika Kakra no dear inducee, thanks to Kennedy Japan. How many times has he come to see Kennedy Japan financed him? And now you've not seen his videos. He said Kennedy Japan financed him throughout this whole thing, and it's a fact. And young Mukesia near the Koba Sario and Caplaco on any qual leader. A plus better sabi UTV or Cassette said you are sent to me in on an etias. On your first fucking day, John Boyo and Cocrafok to 1 night. And as young as you are, hey, 1 year busy, hey, 1 year busy, hey, 1 year busy, you went there to go and sleep. Oh, video no. Bomomo, we. A ban Casa, A plus, Casachi will be our Ghana, ha. Now, no bagan, Conquasia, something same Munqua. First day I don't call Parliament, Wakoda. For those of you watching on Facebook, he's sleeping. But guess his slogan, 1 year busy. Is this how to be busy? 1 year busy, no ya. Come here, sorry. 1 to Abama, 1 to Abama, 1 year busy, 1 to Abama, and as a kada. And I don't blame you. Because when you have people who only think about what they will eat today, and don't think about, should I get sick, where would I go? Fools like that will be celebrated in this country. A plus, I did you be a time, Yansen, you be a tribo. No Ghana youth had sense, or no Kwane Wajine. When the opportunity finally presented itself to come here, plus Wakoda or Parliament. For those of you on Facebook, you saw it. Wada, Wakoda. And yet this guy was there, bastardizing Olumaya where the 80 years is out there na wada. Now, like I said, the chaotic reset has begun. And like I said here last week, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you are welcome. But our foot is going to be on your neck till it breaks. Because se first no and a yama wo kwan and a obefa Ghana no dosoa. This time around O maame atufo a yeso ye maame atuyefo. Utie. Se o maame atufo a yeso ye maame atufo. Now, I would like to start off with an inauguration that happened. There is something people are not talking about, and that is the selection of the people he brought to his inauguration. Sir Osha John Mahama and Crawford from about this time were more of coup plotters, tyrants, people who have taken the seats of their country for so long. Someone like Paul Kagame. He has been on the throne for 24 years. What happens in Rwanda? Anybody that has been to Rwanda, I've been there once, okay? But anybody that has been to Rwanda, say we almost 3 capital cities now. Every place you would have bush. Anybody that knows Rwanda will tell you this. Apart from almost 3 cities, no, the remote part of Rwanda, water to drink is even a problem. And I'll tell you one secret about Paul Kagame. Whenever there is an election, he will make sure, say, right after election. So if you go to, I'm like Rwanda, for those who are familiar with Rwanda. If you go to Rwanda, there is this thing he does, say, once the elections is over, there is no campaign. There is no political party. There is no opposition. In Rwanda, there is no opposition. Anybody that wants to challenge, let them bring the evidence. In Rwanda, once election is done, every at the Sanka Ghana election area say, Anka away, John Mahama, Obama, Baumia, Alan, why not mobile standing, Obiabeko jail? Because he doesn't want you to do opposition campaign to what? To confuse the minds of the people. Because that's all man who now but now radio so and Obebon so ye bibi enya. Now who is going to advance your agenda? Nobody. It's your China said 3 months ibedu. Na ya koto aba. Na we ja all the political leaders no. Munko campaign 3 months. So he's always winning. 24 years he's there. And by the time I Paul Kagame in free hono, na ideology or the better no minus no, it has impacted in everybody like Rollins did to us. They do baby no over Rollins there now. Say you are afraid. The fear was there. Do you understand? And that is what Paul Kagame is. And he's the only decent one he actually brought. Apart from the rest of them. But you know, when you are a naive and shallow person, because of the decisions you make, you put your own self in danger. You invited coup plotters as a democratic president too. You invited coup plotters, did not even think about the region they are coming from. The intelligence in the world tells us, say, Ghana, terrorists and these people are trying to come into this country. And the borders they are using is the Burkina Faso place. Because of lack of intelligence. Because of we just want to show off. You let somebody with a cocked gun at his waist climb the presidential podium to greet you. And you're a democratic president. I have nothing against the Burkina Faso guy. But we are talking about danger and protocol. Mr. Bansa, I don't mean any harm. What if this Burkina Faso president, as he is there, what if he had other motives? What if he was sent? We would have lost the president just like that. Look at it. Look, for those on Facebook, just look at that. American president, Ben, European president, Ben, and a Becca Charles, a young from military coup head. Non fait yon shane ho, and through presidential podium say, O kotia president. O koka na kwasi ampa fo no omo no, womo nene nyanse ni etrim no, they support such foolery. This man has a nest in command. Utie, the best he could have done, take the gun off the holster, because you are climbing the presidential podium. Anything could have happened. Where was the security of Ghana? Where was the security to protect our president, John Dramani Mahama? And because on one casano, a general when the tribunal said the NCP, then quasi a food in a chair security for no be at you. I offer Prosper Bani as your security agent. Obey then amount. Obey then amount. He's there. Prosper Bani is the security advisor for him. For his interim things are Ecoso right now. This guy could have lost his life just like that because of carelessness. And it is that same carelessness he's going to rule this country with. Boss, look at the selection of people that came. Then those were his special guests. And these are people who have been tyrants in their country. And so he's emulating the same thing. Thinking and hoping, say, he will be able to extend anything. But today I got a news for John Dramani Mahama. We have voted for you. You are now the president of Ghana. Until the next 4 years, nothing is going to change. You are going to run the affairs of Ghana. The only thing we would ask, especially in say, keep yourself safe for us. Because the task ahead has to be performed. The promises you made has to be performed. And we are not going to bury any president again, no. Ghana. No, we will not do that thing. Debbie. And after your presidency, if you want to die, die. But say we are president pan Ghana. Yes, president be never in the life of Ghana. So his security people should be smart. Like I said, I wish him well. Okay? But for the next 4 years, I'm going to be in his grill. Each time he fucks up. And this was the first fuck up. The second thing I want to talk about, the inauguration. All along, we have been made to know that Coup and Mahama and Coup, they don't like each other. So we, the supporters, too, don't like each other because this person don't like this person. So we don't like. Because Ghana, they follow. But yesterday, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was able to say that, he and Nana have been there in 96 and he came with his glasses and he's the only person that calls him Johnny. Meaning there's that cordiality there. So behind closed doors, Nanado and John Mahama are friends. With you. But when John Mahama comes outside, he tells his supporters that Nanado doesn't like me, so hate him. Such an idiotic move. We sit and we pamper foolishness in this country. Utie. The same person Mahama tells his supporters, but in telling them, disrespect Nanado, Kevin Taylor, Mundidi Nanado atem, Munfanum Fafom, Munfanum Fagotemuno. Sa Mahama we are, and Aduna Yan Yadida no a question and nine. No marry cognac, no marry nam. No more dinkomo, no moko. Kwasiano te asimfosu. Abuano no te jine na ono onya party musica wansi di kra ni ye no. Oni NDC ni bia nyantoka. Oni MPP ni bia nyantoka. Onya no kra de adebebo ni tirimaku no. Me, like I said, I chose to do politics because I want the facts and the truth to stand. And that is why, yes, I'm MPP. But if MPP fuck up, I'll be the first one shooting the gun. I don't wait. So those lazy leadership in MPP, most of them don't like me. They don't. Or they know say fellas they or knows how boy any day obeka kayese obeka debi. What in Sama Okafa Nanado? Just listen to the words he was saying about Nanado. But they made all of us believe say yampe yamwasem. So you, the supporters, to go and fight. Burn places. Spoil things. Unyame nae. Utie. Unyame nae. Unyame onae. And I strongly believe that at the right time, the right meaningful Ghanaians will start seeing certain things with their own eyes. Overall, the decoration of the place was nice. I really like the fact that, they made John Dramani Mahama big, and then they made his running mate or the vice president big, showcase all of them, the colors they chose, the theme and everything was good. Okay, I actually got goosebumps when our first female vice president was being sworn in. And guess what? She was being sworn in by another woman. Yeah, very unique. that part of the event got me. The fact that we had Gertrude Tukonu swearing in Jane Opoku-Agyeman as our first female vice president. That is a plus. It can't all be negative. And for some reason, I have never been a fan of Jane Opoku-Agyeman. But yesterday, I kind of felt that she might, if only Mahama will listen, I think she will be, I think her role will be more of an advisory, like the vice president is supposed to do. And I believe Mahama Tiena Nimpenny, because she's old, so she has the knowledge and wisdom. So should Mahama listen to her, I believe he will be able to succeed. The only problem I have is that will they allow her to work? Because we saw what happened to your papa, Excellency Emisa Arthur Pequin, to the point where meetings are SSA Vice President, they sidelined them. And I pray they don't do that this time. Other than that, the speech he read for me was empty. I'm sorry, the speech was empty because I didn't see the hope in the speech he gave. Just one shutdown can be beer because we and you know he was so tense to the point where he was missing terms, calling Tinubu the president of the Federal Republic of Ghana. Ghana is not a federal republic. You see, but that is how it is. When you are not prepared for an office, whenever you are given those shoes, you fuck up. Whenever you are given the opportunity to say, no, strike penalty to throw. And I will be that. But the penalty on cover or Bonaco to throw line. That is exactly what he's going to do. That is exactly what he's going to do. The speech, there was nothing inspiring. And then his few shallow reporters on social media, he read it without no paper. He didn't plagiarize on Mr. Mwankasa na yeboni Jimmy na Jimmy. Yeboni Jimmy and they saying, number one, this man had a teleprompter there. No reading was not a science so all reading his speech from there. So he didn't read it from the paper, say paper than anymore, but there was something for him to look at. And he's a president, he's allowed to. This is your speech. There's a reason why it is written months, weeks, when you are being, elected. So that everything that has to go through it goes through it. You understand? Yeah. And they were talking about plagiarism. And there was so much of them inside his speech. I had a few I was trying to share, but there's no need for that because that's not why we are here. I'm here for three things. Are my videos ready? I want you to put Julius Deborah, this one. Fatu onamenka semin fa hon. Yese agrobeye da ifranopa. And based on the appointees he's choosing, we shall know. But enemo mamenka semi because we know some anti and free wa ebehame. They are now saying that or say Chief of Staff Julius Deborah works with energy sector players to look for fuel for power plant as West African gas pipeline prepares to shut down for routine maintenance. Can I give you a secret? All right. Mokai 2017 when Nana Addo came into power. Mokai. Okay. There was a move he did. That was to go to first Equatorial Guinea and then Nigeria. Why? Because they are the people that supplies us with gas for this thermal. Until say yes, they say yenya Ghana gas near. First and foremost, they are here at their power your plant, no? What we need to power our plant with is not the liquid fuel, it's gas. In this all kinds of petrol, so you use fuel, as your yas taking to house doom so beba. First and foremost, you are only preparing the minds of people, say you are going to fuck up. Because in Crawford, Sika, Omidi baby to your electricity bill, he's not going to pay it, Obedi. What's your position 8 years? What says Sika? He must make that money back. Now, this clearly shows why Nana Addo and John Dramani Mahama, there's a big distinction. When Nanado came to power and there was Dumso, he made his travels and made sure that he was getting prepared to get petrol or gas to what? To power these thermal plants. He paid half of the money. He was given time to pay the rest. And that is how they kept the energy on. Enti, ya to abare you say we are president. Oba, you know, so according to you, which is not even true, according to you, it is about power. So what do? You solve it. Isn't that so? Yeah. Do you find excuses? Your citizens who voted for you are expecting you to give them hope. And you are rather there dumping their spirit to say, the way I didn't do so. That tells you he's incompetent. He cannot think outside the box to create anything to solve the power crisis. Other than that, in 2016, when you were leaving office, the energy sector debt was $5.2 billion. Today, it is $2.3 billion. And you are complaining and not finding solutions. 2. Se okotu se obi ye na dia. Men ka se e dey easy me to me aye. Because you don't know kwanya or fa so a or the yes ade ne mani gina so. You don't know. E kwanya na na do ne na ban fa so o ma power ni gina so for 8 years no. You don't know. So you will undermine the power you are enjoying. That's what I say. Last week, Menemo Kasana Meka said during Corona, some of them free light. Obi Tuaka. They are all my free light, Dano. Now, what better say power, Gina Swa, and they be a Mitimu Amidia, Jumeno, or the song catcher say, hey, winning. Many doom so king, doom so never see a baby. Because he can niho, Sikabe Nino. In any case, West African gas pipeline, who controls it? Nigeria. Who was his guest of honor? So why is he crying? What did Tinubu promise Ghana? And what did Tinubu promise His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? That he is going to be with him every step of the way. But you know why he can't go there? Because the people in the oil and gas business in Nigeria knows Mahama say, or Bobo Sia Untia, or Betadia Untia. Ofanono, or Tontiaka. Because you invite somebody who controls your gas pipeline, Collins, as the guy to come and be your guest. So you should have no excuse to even talk about, say, the power is going down. Because, hey, Ghana for, even though we have a power, this, I have a very close ties with President Tinubu. So we will work a way to make sure it comes on. But you already throw in the towel and tell Ghanaians and say, Doom Sobeba, without you even finding solutions. And we have voted for this stupidity. We have voted for this stupidity. And the same people that voted are going to be the ones that are going to complain. The chaotic reset has just begun. Already, I said, and you know, foolishly, they said, Ekufuado didn't leave petrol there for them. Whoa, no, Korana Kani and Ukraine, so. And I'm a what? 2016, we were in darkness. Into Korana Kani and so. But Obi to me by year, Makani and Nijinaso 8 years with 10 weeks of power interruptions. In the whole 8 years. Instead of you thinking outside the box to bring solution to your people, you are already preparing their minds. Electricity Hey, really, Mr. Mahama, get ready for more action. Because this is your second term, we are not going to sit aloof. No, we will not. Now, there is a danger. And me, I knew this was going to happen. MP before anamo ye adwuma ma aban. MP before anamo Ghana gas. MP before anamo TDC. MP before anamo Valco ni ade. Mo se dokro bu okosoro. Moses sabi ya meches ka ma constituency to bu afu ankoto aba no ene adwuma kakra na ye didi ndc for pamon Collins to the point where you to be called chief executive edan mu say ya mani wuram you to be called Ghana Gas na yakọ command say eye ya ban na abentimo amoye adwuma ho no bi MPA. Collins, do you have the videos for those of them that are watching on Facebook? I will not leave you spreading lies as you doing here. Papa Wisdom, think that your name is Wisdom. Where is the lies I have told you? Whatever I read was what Julius Debra put out there, that Ghana Gas, N Gas should come to their aid, or Doomsaw is coming. So where is the lie? Then liar. Lie and then they said then, lie and then they said then, what is the lie I have told? You know, some of you, based on your stupidity, you would always belong to that foolish party. And my heart bleeds. Only BB. My heart bleeds because it is only foolish Ghanaians that when you're actually giving them the fact in their hands, they still tell you nonsense. Like, Collins, Asma Mekano, which of them came from me? Isn't it documented? These are things that, and isn't it fact say, and this if I Ghana Gas say, Obi or Yajma won in MP, and where is the lie? These NDC members, Nankasano, now unim, they will cry very soon. Chairman, they will cry very soon. Especially the foolish ones that was talking about taxes, they are going to pay more taxes. Initially, he said he will cancel these taxes. Then guess what he said? Guess what he said? Or say, because of IMF deals, CBI saying, you know, these taxes are tied into it. Very stupid way of thinking. COVID levy came before we went to IMF. Utie. May me say, COVID tax came before we went to the IMF. E-levy came before we went to the IMF. So how the fuck did they get tied into the system? Finding foolish excuse for lazy citizens. That is what he's doing. You said you were going to cancel it. I said you'll be a wedding president. Now taxes. Now let me show you why the foolish NDC party can never compare it away itself to Nanado. When Nanado came, there was Doomsaw. When he came, there was debt. Workers were not paid. Did he find an excuse? Weren't we still in IMF? Weren't there conditionalities? It's the other IMF, despite all the conditionalities, John Mahama and NDC Jama, they allowed Nanado to do free education. Fair no tone change. Now let's talk taxes. When Mahama was president, he said if he doesn't tax the people, where is he going to get the money to run the country? Akufo-Addo came and with all the hardship, abolished 17 taxes in 2017. 17, including the condom tax and the KIA tax, the famous. It was all abolished in 2017. And to be by or say tax won't to a tax no crano, IMF will cram into to mean. But all your campaign, you're not so better. Tell me, says, I'll to so be an idea. Man, when you say you're easy, cause soon you quite your fast so the year. The same tax Mahama is telling you, say he cannot cancel. When Nanado Bawumia came first year, they cancelled 17 of them. What no? Are you his size in terms of governance? You guys think we are going to joke with you people, eh? And this is for face say and this time me catch them plane. And this for this time you guys are not the only mule people. Utie. This time around, and this is not the only foolish people in Ghana. We have MPP boys like myself who are also very stupid like them. So we shall all bath in the gutter this time around. There's not going to be no breathing space. You said you will cancel e-levy. Don't come and tell us that it is tied with I. It is tied with nothing. Because those taxes were there before we went to IMF in 2023. E-levy was there before we went to IMF. So, Mr. Mahama, cancel the betting tax in your first budget. He's not passed his first budget. That is why I'm not even weighing him on his performance. Because he's not passed his first budget. You can't blame him. No, right now, nobody can blame Mahama for anything. No, to me, I'm like, that would be wrong. I'm like, do you understand? Yeah. At this very moment, to me, blaming it for nothing. Especially when it comes to the economy. Because on fan the budget in core parliament. It is on the budget in your core parliament. Now, emission tax, e-levy, COVID levy. When your car say, obey training in the draconian taxes according to foolish Gen Z. According to that stupid Sami Gen Z, those draconian taxes has to be cancelled in your first budget. And when you finish, add the private schools to the free education. When you finish, now all the headmasters and headmistresses will be on copy apron or the because now you are going to be buying jollof, things I idea jollof. This is what our children are going to eat. Because the one who promised us, said he's going to give us good food, has finally taken the throne. So in his first budget, we want to see those effects. John Mahama, you are not going to be left alone. No, this time it will not work. Yeah, lazy work in the accounts of Ghanaians. This time our eyes are going to be open. Our mouths are going to be open and busy for these 4 years. Ghana na obiye didi amen. No, right? But he was able to cancel taxes. 17 of them. You promised and campaigned, said there are draconian taxes you are going to take off. Today you want to meander yourself and say oh, because of IMF deal I are signing, we cannot cancel the tax. Are you stupid? You didn't know these things before you said you cancel them? You didn't get the memo? Phyllis Kwachofoso and that Joyce Muftadi and Jimmy Fono, they didn't advise you that, Mr. President, these are things you don't do politics with. Because there is a video of you saying if you don't tax Ghanaians, how are you going to rule? And that trauma for no be a trying to bet up a betting tax in Uchem. Yeah, trauma for no. So I'm not to Sankwasi Abani because I'm on kind and Pesku. They be you see. There are two people in Ghana, NDC and MPP. When the MPP approaches you, boss, because he wants to get something we get daily bread from. The NDC person, hey, chairman, no confuse for the boy say, hey, the 50, no budget. No, I could. Because she we are, obey this cano, my boy. Now, the next day, we say, oh, chairman, something small. At the end, this there be a laziness, man. 50 Ghana, 20 Ghana, no fendi. But the MPP is always asking you for school, mommy opportunity, because that is the best way. Hey, Yaya Boni, Yaya Boni. Now, Sarah Boni, we know is going to follow us for a very long time. Adenti. And a coup for Dubai, and one can say, oh, can you nini ho? When you want to mean trap taxes, we will 17 mumamo. And I'm a catcher, including the almighty catalyst tax, condom tax, and then the Kayayu tax in 2017. And in 2017, the same IMF now, Mahama say, Yatai and sent on to mean Tremuno, and my coup for Dubai free education, even though we were still under IMF conditionalities. That speaks of two stories. The competent problem-solving one and the incompetent, lazy, excuse-finding one, which is John Dramani Mahama. Utie. And there, we are Ghana ni. Now, we are Juma Ghana gas, your life is in danger. You know the sorry thing about their NDC for ECC, you know? There are some of these guys who work at Ghana Gas that was there before even Yibaye. Nanadu came. They are NDC people. Some are CPP people. Some don't even join any political party. And you are saying because all political party are bent, Obi MPA. Hey, boss, that video need be mama. Why, Mr. Bobi ma those people who are there. Bobi mama, where are they here? Okay. What they bo? Now we live in a country where somebody tells you say we're winning elections, and no one say we are Juma. Ewo cocoa board there. Pie Obi MPA free cocoa board. Yes, yaba. Now, Mr. Bansa, you know the sad thing about it. When you see the people who are going to these places to sack CEOs and stuff, pay mukromu soda. Into your next, I would not say, go and be accountant here. On to me yet. But Jimmy and Nkasia Semunti, Nabayaba. Or baby take it over. Into your fame, more amode ebufu. Utie. More amode ebufu koto aba. Today you are reaping it. At least I know she a good father wanted, and now we are Jumo. And people on we are Jumedi. Even though now we are full buying, but now we did or monthly salary back. And then this is force of my buying up to Kofi Kotelfia Pamo. And they are doing it in the full glare. Look at this. For those of you watching on Facebook, this is real. To the point so Kokophobia dropping. They have actually gone to the assembly to sack everybody that works at the assembly. If anybody knows somebody in Kofodia, call them and ask them, say, what has happened in Jabin? Today, Jabin, the NDC went there to sack people, say, ya mamu nye jume biyo ya buying aba. So this is the chaotic reset they were talking about. Yeah, because this is this is the way you check. Police, they all know, trying to keep law and order. And y'all grow. And y'all grow cry. There's a next one. Play some other ones. See what NDC is doing now. Oma buying our bentino. What we are Juba or any organization. This is Ghana Gas. This one is Ghana Gas. This morning. You see, they are sacking the people to leave the office. Play it again. For those of you who want to see. This is Ghana Gas. Yeah, Pamu work or BMPA if you listen to the audio. Every week or Ghana Gas will be so Nipani NDC ni. So Nipani MPP ni. So Nipani to aba. So on to aba. Yes, say ya buying a bent no more yet. Free or this Ghana Gas. Which one else do you have for me? We have to try and wrap up quick. Which one? Which other video do you have? This is also another one. This is NDC youths occupying an institution, government institution. Say, hey, Oma buying aba. Please, those of you who want to see it on TikTok, you have to come on the Facebook, Coda Media TV. That is how you see it, because that's where it is showing. Today, I'm doing TikTok here with me, so I will not be able to show it like this to you. And today, I didn't do YouTube and Facebook. So I'm only doing TikTok. But these are live images. And do you know why they are doing this? Because they've sworn in their president. So whoever is not NDC should go home and sleep. I don't remember 2016. MPP boys going to any place to sack anybody from working. I didn't see that. 2020, I didn't see any MPP vigilante group or youth group going around government agencies say, yeah, free. I didn't see that. Whoever saw that, bring me a video evidence of it. Because this is video evidence of what they are doing now. We have messed up. And it's going to follow us. You think God was not thinking when he said take minority and leave the majority for them and give them the presidency and give them everything? Because he knew this is what they will use it for. And they've already started. At Nature, please, anybody who said they were sacked in 2017 when MPP came to office, provide us with the work, please. Evidence, no one. Why didn't we report it? Why didn't the media talk about it? Because they are trying to find ways to say, it is a lie. These days, it will not fly. I remember 2008 when Kufuor lost. and NDC came 2009. The same thing they did. Omukopamo and Crawford free workplaces. They're not most they sack people. Today they are back again and they are doing the same thing. And because they want to find a reason to fool around, they will say, yes, so MPP buy and omopam. Me say, Obia yesi yepa onfa who evidence and reduma be mu. And yepa mo. And nobody recorded it. No media house saw it. No newspaper agency saw it. And you think you are doing something, okay, fine. Wako pamo nipa kono so ye MPP ni so nye MPP ni wapamo no. And then what happens? Does that employ you automatically? And that is why they get angry and start drinking and dying. Because they put all these things there into their heads. And so when the time comes, qualifications are then they get angry. We have indeed voted. And that vote is going to follow us. Is that all? Okay. For me, like I said, where's my sheet? Where is the sheet? I think I had a sheet here. Give me. Thank you. Just like I said, let me go if I have already gone through my plans and what I came here to do. Okay. The last thing I would like to do, and then I will call it a day, is the Techiman South. You know, they've started planting things in them, and now the NDC people are talking. Have you heard that video? No. Oh, man, I should have sent that to you. I should have sent you the video. Techiman for me say, NDC for no penny for na catch me say, Omane Martin J cause our code deal. Into no money no. Can you imagine? And people actually believe, say, any MPP a code deal. That's why NDC has left the seat for MPP. More way. Police station 100. Or say Abubo 50. Una leading to Yenya kind. We shouldn't allow to count the rest. Because you can't rest now, baby. And they are putting this into the brains of their followers, and they love it. So now they are saying, say, next election, I'm on to NDC because you send this before you saw me the your agenda. The Chiman South, why you many people just so NDC can get something to cause more mayhem. And today, the same NDC leaders are telling you the same stupid thing, and you are following it. Our country is doomed. But like I said, for the next 3 months, as for me, Bano John Mahama, I will leave him alone. Okay? I would only criticize the issues. Okay? I will not turn into Kevin Taylor all of a sudden. Because as it stands, he doesn't have his budget. Collins, Inti say, oh, the Mahama betna right now, oh, bashina. Yan se bienim. Anameboa. Mani reading the budget in we. Now we're reading the budget now, yeah, who say, okay, so be try 11 went to me. Okay, so be try betting tax went to me. Okay, so a report duties baba from went to me. No, now we tell him, say, we told you so. So that is where maybe ye Felix appear na the aton chain. Now for me the kedibo down for nesi so. Okay, kedibo down for the common bar, you who penny ni wakola. We speak it as it is. We wish them well. We pray they are able to follow what they said they will follow. We pray they remove the betting task. Because maybe I miss maybe you betting nibi. By your friend is a 1S bet. Miss my be. Last a for them all a for D me. Brentford was a one. I know my man for when they did me. I committed 2,000 Ghana. So already a woman. It is a say there's no betting tax no free so. And one years you be try at the now when you and free swap. And yeah, MPP for ne baby bio. Or no one tram a door boys never bet no. Or promise you almost say or bar will be ye free on. Woman never kiss a kind. At the abandon so baby or no. It wouldn't be us. But for now, we have to leave him. It is not easy. Seeing him reading yesterday, you could see that Charlie at the end of a year for Upana. Because right when it was done, Jinapon comes and say, Doom so beba. Unimukwanya will be people lights not on for this long. You don't know. But because of politics, stupidic politics in tea, you promise you be try with me, you be try feel by us soon to me. Oh, by us soon to me. John Mahama be try my ashe. Yeah, the movie here. Now 4 years here, die any dear. It will be a very interesting one. I'm just praying and waiting for him to present his budget. And once his budget is presented, and once the budget is read, we will now see. The last thing before I close, I thought he said he was against nepotism. People shouldn't bring their right now. Who is his right hand? Who is Kalitos Mahama? That's his brother. That is John Dramani Mahama's brother. Kalitos Mahama. That is John Dramani Mahama's brother. Enti John Mahama de odi ni nua be ye adwuma wɔ ne office de a enye nepotism eye eno sami jamfie hu Captain Smart ye hu utie ohene babu ama se de na wa na funu se sebi na ntwibi omo atiem no wo mo ahu Kevin Taylor de ohu kura abu abi sa no no we owo ani Jimmy for se Kevin Taylor no no owo ani no de ahu bibi na ye twen on reading the budget here Nyame ya do no read we are. Yeso ye wo kosongo bona we wo. Mumbadi nangai. Kosongo we ye. He may say that man will wake up one day and say me and I'm the president me ndi bio. He better perform. Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you better perform, oh, you better perform. This is your second time. Nobody has been lucky in this country, Ghana, than you. And I think God gave you this second chance to redeem yourself. Stop buying excuses and throwing in the towel. It's too early. Some of us, we are waiting for you to read your budget. After you read your budget, we shall all be here to discuss where you are taking Ghana.